A woman in Ohio is out here allegedly spreading HIV. Officials in Ohio issued a public health notice after an HIV-infected sex worker had sexual contact with over 200 people. What do you think about this story? And do you think the stigma of HIV being a gay disease will ever end, Al? What do you think?
Let me tell you something. I love the fact, every show I feel like this one was packed with it. I love the fact that I work at Fox Soul because we bring these type of stories to the forefront that other outlets do not. I love the fact that it is a woman that we're talking about who is at risk at infecting other people. And the interesting thing is in 2020, Non-AIDS did a poll. There are 36 million people globally who are infected and living with HIV. And guess what? The majority of them are heterosexual. So the fact that we're talking about this, the fact that we're having these conversations on a platform like this opens up the idea and the discussion and narrative that this is an LGBTQ focused disease when it is absolutely not. So I like that we're covering it here on Fox Soul. I'm liking that we're leading with these facts as it relates to women. And we know with Black women, you are the highest rising cases of HIV in America. So this isn't just an LGBTQ issue. And we got to shake this stigma. And us talking about here, we're shaking the stigma.
Our dog, interesting name, said, the blame is on all sides with that one. Never raw dog a sex worker. The F, which, yeah, what are you doing? Neek365 said, they even fake my charts and the guys in the streets sleep with tweakers. Okay. Armand, what do you think about this story?
Well, first of all, like Al said, I'm so glad it's a woman we're talking about and not a gay boy or a gay man. And I think, a lot of problems with straight men, as far as raw dogging women or sex workers, their fear is not HIV because they've always been taught that that's a gay disease. And when in fact, they see a woman, they just feel like if she can't get pregnant, I'm cool with it. Their biggest fear is usually a baby. So I'm glad that these guys are learning now, hey, there's more out there than just getting a person pregnant. Now, it's unfortunate that this woman knowingly carrying the virus, not taking her medicine, not being undetectable, going out there passing this virus around to all these different men, it's unfortunate. Now, I've been in a situation where someone tried to do that to me, and it was very, very scary, and it's very, very dangerous when someone knows their status and their viral load is to a point where they can still infect you, and they knowingly try to sleep with you without a condom. I talked about this on my platform before, but I literally had sex with this guy and had him put on a condom. I didn't know his status or whatever, but we had just met. But I had him put on the condom. And at this time, I was trying to figure out who I was. So, child, I was on the bottom. So at this point, I was on the bottom, and something told me to check back there, and he had removed the condom and was doing what he needed to do. Luckily, everything came out clean and clear because he didn't, fully get into the things. But I jumped up and I saw my life flash before my eyes. And then later on, I found out that he was, in fact, HIV positive. I was devastated by that because my life could have changed in that very moment. I was young and naive. I was 19, 20 at the time, and he was 34. It was a very dangerous situation. And from that day forward, I've always been really careful about my sexual health because these people don't care.
Oh, my God, Armand. Thanks for sharing that with, wow. Like with
that was the fast version.
What they call that stealth thing when they take the condom off, they remove the condom without even permission. That is awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Mr. Burns said Black women are the highest of the cases because of Black men on the down low. Henry Gibbons says she probably given it to Black men. And Keisha Smith said, I can't find a man to save my life. And she came in contact with 200. That's how 200 men go up in that wrong.
I just want to correct something. The new cases in Black females isn't from men on the down low. Let's just be very clear. Statistically, that's not correct. And we can't support that here on this platform. Sorry.
Well, I'm just reading the comment from,
No, but I do like that he said that because a lot of times when we get into like women having HIV, it's all of a sudden because they got it from a down low man.
With the man.
And then gay men take their rhetoric on.
It's not true.
Yes, and the gay men take their rhetoric on, well, they got it from somewhere. And I just want to be a person to say, listen, down low men, straight men, whatever, they don't go and dip into the gay pond and pick up HIV and then spread it into heterosexual communities. Like, I just don't buy that. So I'm glad that we talked about that.
Kayla Green said PrEP needs to be promoted everywhere. I actually don't think that. I feel like people need to be strapped up and be more protective about it and not just rely on a drug that could fail. And Naya Couture said, I totally get it. You have to watch these men. They will pull a fast one with removing the condom. Scary, scary stuff, y'all. Please protect yourselves out in these streets and don't rely on PrEP.
Baby,
please.
I got my PrEP and Doxy Prep, a big bottle. They're sitting right over here for my vacation, baby.
And condoms. Okay.
Oh, but there's condoms here too. But, you know, I got my PrEP and Doxy.
But y'all don't use condoms.
No, I don't use condoms to get my suck, and I don't no condom. Now, if I'm doing the, you know, the full dude, then I'm gonna use a condom. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm
The
on
full
top
what?
out.
The
If I'm
full
doing
what?
if I'm banging something, if I'm clapping some cheeks, then I'm gonna use a condom. But at the end of the day, I'm sleeping with my partner, so it's a, you know, I only have sex with one person. Now, if I get some head, you know, you just never know.
Removing a note for the viewers, removing a condom without permission is considered sexual assault and rape. So do not do that.
As he sips his cocktail.
Last time.